Hello everyone, and welcome back to another TSW suggestion video. Today we're going to be talking about Southeastern. Now yes, I do know that we already have a Southeastern route in the game, but I'm suggesting different parts of the Southeastern system that could hold very different and unique scenery. If you enjoyed this video and you agree with this suggestion, like the video and the DTG forum suggestion, and subscribe to the channel for more content. In this suggestion, I will be talking about 3 routes that can either come in one big route package or could be sold separately. The 3 routes are the Southeastern Mainline, Chatham Mainline, and Medway Valley Line. Let's start with the Southeastern Mainline. The Southeastern Mainline runs from Charing Cross and Cannon Street in London to Dover Priory in Kent. It has 29 stations spread out across 67.5 miles of track. There are multiple types of services running from Charing Cross and Cannon Street to Orpington and Sevenoaks, with some trains connecting with the line at points such as Tonbridge and Ashford International. The Chatham Mainline, running from London Victoria to Dover Priory, is the second route I am suggesting in this video. It has 40 stations spread out across 116 miles of track. Part of it was already created in the Southeastern high-speed route, namely the section between Faversham and Rochester. This route has the potential to connect with both the Southeastern high-speed and Southeastern Mainline routes. Some services go to Ramsgate, while others go to Dover Priory. Thameslink runs along part of the route between Shortlands and Swanley and Rochester and Rainham. DTG originally added the Thameslink services into the Southeastern high-speed route as extra Southeastern services, since they couldn't acquire the license to create the Class 700, so I'd expect them to do the same thing for this route if created. The Chatham Mainline could also come with a small spur branch called the Sheerness Line. It branches off of the Chatham Mainline between Newington and Sittingbourne, adding an extra 4 stations to the main line. The Medway Valley Line, running between Strood and Paddock Wood, is a small 13-station and 13-mile-long through line in Kent. Trains run from Strood to Maidstone, with some continuing to Paddock Wood and Tonbridge on the Southeastern Mainline. Some high-speed 1 trains run through the Medway Valley Line from Maidstone to St. Pancras International during the morning and evening rush hour, running non-stop between Maidstone and Strood. This small extension could provide some nice shuttle and high-speed services branching off of the Southeastern Mainline and Chatham Mainline. These 3 routes would have a nice bit of rolling stock running along them. Players could seat the Class 375, 376, 377, 395, 465, 466, and Class 707. Starting with the Class 375 Electrostar, it would see 3-car Class 375/3 units running along the Medway Valley Line and Sheerness branch of the Chatham Mainline. The other classes of 375s would be seen on the full Chatham Mainline and Southeastern Mainline. These units, specifically the Class 375/9, were seen running on the Southeastern high-speed route in TSW2. The Class 376 Electrostar, introduced in 2004, is a 5-car EMU that runs on Southeastern Metro services. They have a similar design to the London Overground's Class 378 units, having pocket sliding doors and no gangways at the end of the cab cars. Unlike the Class 378s though, these units do not have air conditioning and they don't have the same longitudinal seating setup. These units would be seen running on some of the metro routes, specifically in the London area. The Class 377 Electrostar would be found on Chatham Mainline services. They previously appeared on the East Coastway route in Southern livery with the Class 377/4 units. These units are somewhat similar to the Class 375s, having a similar design with minimal differences, like the different headlight design and some controls in the cab being non-existent on the Class 375. The Class 395 Javelin, found on high-speed 1 services, will run along the Medway Valley Line and Chatham Mainline, in addition to the HS1 line, if the route is connected to the Southeastern high-speed route. The Class 395 could easily be layered on from that route, including both 395-012 or the Trainbow and 395-025 with the back Medway livery. The Class 465 Networker would be found on Chatham Mainline and Southeastern Mainline services. It could be layered on from the Southeastern high-speed route, where some changes could be done to include more types of Class 465 units, maybe utilizing the /1 units instead of the /9s. The Class 466 networker, introduced in 1993, would be found on some Southeastern Mainline and Chatham Mainline services. They share barely any differences with the Class 465, with the biggest difference being that the Class 466 only has 2 cars instead of the 4 cars the Class 465 has. The 2 units can be coupled together and operate like that in revenue service. And finally, the Class 707. It was first introduced in 2017 on Southwestern Railway services, but with the introduction of the Class 701s for SWR, the Class 707s were transferred to Southeastern. These units haven't entered service on Southeastern routes yet, however, they are due for it by fall this year. As of this moment, it is unknown what services these units will run, so I'm only adding this train to this suggestion as a guess that they will run on one of the suggested routes. These units share a similar design to that of the Thameslink Class 700s. Some of these units, namely the Class 375, Class 395, and Class 465, previously appeared in the Southeastern High Speed DLC. This means that those trains do not need to be recreated and can just stay there or be layered while DTG works on the other trains like the Class 376, 377, and 466. Knowing that the Southeastern High Speed route just came out this February, I don't think this route should be created soon, however, I think it will be a nice addition to the game in the future. Players get to go to 3 new terminal stations in the city of London, and they get to operate more of the commuter Southeastern services for longer. I've seen some people on the DTG forums talking about how they wish there were more commuter services along the route, as some people don't really like the high-speed services. Maybe in the future, when DTG is fully able to connect and extend routes, this route can be created, as I know it will be a fun one to drive along. If you enjoyed the video and you would like to see this route in TSW2, like the video and a suggestion on the DTG forums, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Peace.